And in a couple of months, I'm going to have spent 2 years driving back and forth to Ohio, which in my case is about 80 miles away. Yeah, I know, the job market in Michigan is terrible. But I am natively from Michigan, and I think I can finally comment on how Ohio and Michigan differ in their driving styles and what ways we should adopt from each other, because we're both have some good things and both have some bad things. So first and foremost, the biggest difference I've noticed is turn signals, and that is generally a pet peeve of mine to begin with. I'm one of those people who's like, I don't know what's going on in your head, so for the love of God, can we please just put on a turn signal? That way I know what you're thinking. Maybe you'll come out in front of me, maybe you won't, I don't know, but at least if you put a turn signal on, I can guess. And in Michigan, we're sort of notorious. We don't like turn signals, which is something we could borrow from our Ohioan neighbors. Which is one thing I really do like about Ohio. People use their turn signals, and when you put your turn signal on to pull out in Ohio, people actually let you in, which is a really strange concept to get used to when you're from Michigan, because a turn signal in Michigan means, please let the line of traffic go past me, and then I'll come out behind the line of traffic, because I know I'm going to go slower than you, and I don't want to get in front of you, because I don't want to start road rage incidences. So I will get behind the line of traffic, and then I will speed up, and then we'll all pass everything, and it'll be cool. In Ohio, when you put on a turn signal, you have like a 50-50 chance that someone will either speed up around you like they do in Michigan, or they will like sit there and be like, so are you coming in? Are you not coming in? Are you coming in? Are you not coming in? And you'll be sitting there going, are you going to let me in? You're going to let me in. I think you're going to let me in. I don't know. Are you going to let me in? And after a while, you just get used to it. You sort of are like, oh, you're going to be polite and let me in. This is nice. But you got to be careful, because some people are like, no, I'm going to jam it, and I'm not going to let you in. So that is like the number one thing. And like I said, in Michigan, we are terrible. We do not use our turn signals, and it just really annoys me because you're never quite sure when you're passing people. You're like, are you going to come out? Are you not going to come out? Are you going to come out? Are you not going to come out? I don't know. Are you going to come in front of me? I don't want you to come in front of me. I'm not happy if you come in front of me. And it's just like a whole anxiety-ridden thing because you're like trying to leave space because you know the guy like behind the truck might come in front of you, and then he doesn't because he's like, hey, I'm drafting because I'm bored. And yeah, and then people get up your butt because they're like, hey, why are you freaking not moving to pass that guy? Which brings me to the second thing that we could borrow from our Ohioan neighbors. Ohioans are more polite, which is really nice on the road. When you're coming up really fast, doing 75 on someone, in Ohio, they're like, hey, I will get the hell out of your way. I don't know what you want, but I will just move. I'll just move. I don't care. I would just want to pass this one semi. I don't care. Unfortunately, every so often you get the guy who's like, I'm going to pass this semi doing 70. And I'm like, you come up on them on doing 80. And they're like, nope, I'm still doing 70. We're going to pass this truck. Don't worry. I will get the heck over when we're done. But I'm still going to pass this truck doing 70 because I'm committed to that. In which case, you just slow down. But still, they get right over. They leave you alone for the most part, which is really nice, because in Michigan, when you're on a 2-lane road, like 23 going north in the evening, you get behind somebody, and he's like, I'm doing 75, and I don't care what you think. I don't care if you want to do 80 on your cruise control. You're either A, getting around me, or B, getting trapped behind me, because I will do 75, and then when you try to get around me, you'll get trapped behind a semi, or somebody in a Prius who doesn't want to move, and they're in the slow lane. You have the right, if you're in the slow lane, not to move. That's totally fine. However, when you're trying to pass somebody, it's frustrating. So, there's that. However, the corollary to Ohio being more polite is that they seem to be scared of things that really aren't that scary, which is really annoying sometimes. The number one thing that comes to mind right now is merging. I don't know what's wrong with people in Ohio. I know that you don't have a high enough speed limit like Michigan. So, like, we're 70 on the speed limit, and we're insane. So we're actually usually driving 75, 80, and then 85. And then you get people when you're driving 85 who are tailgating you because they're like, I want to go 90. And you're like, I'm doing 85. What do you want? To go 90, obviously. But I won't move over because I'm like, I'm doing 85. There's got to be some cap on this. And, yeah, I'm a bad person for that. Anyway. So they're scared of, like, merging in Ohio, and it's, like, the only state that I always get, like, stopped dead on, like, a merge ramp. You're like, we need to go. I get that you're going to go really slow and not, like, merge correctly where you, like, accelerate and then engage the car in front of you like a normal person. No, but, don't stop dead in the front of the ramp. That's just going to cause us all to be rear-ended because you're stopped, and nobody understands why. And I had one incident like last winter, which I still can't figure out why. I had like 2 people in Ohio that stopped dead in points in the freeway that weren't like off ramps or anything. They were just like, boom, I'm gonna stop dead. And like one was like right next to the wall, and there wasn't like a broke down guy next to the wall before the underpass. I'm just like looking at this, I'm like, there's nobody here to stop for. Why are we stopping in the left lane just before an underpass? I don't know. And the other one, forgive me, was, another one that stopped just before you merge. And it was cleared. I'm just like, are we scared to merge? If we're this scared to merge, maybe we shouldn't be on the freeway. Just go. Anyway, that drives me nuts. Like, and I know in like DC they have it like you're not just yielding, you have to stop. So I get if that's like your state, but if it's not, you need to learn to merge, and you need to not be like upset that some people scoot out behind you real fast, because we don't have the patience to wait for you to go all the way up to 60, 2 miles at a time. We need to go. We just need to hit it and roll. Anyway. So again, they're scared of like things like merging in Ohio. The other thing that freaks me out, which I've been told by other people in Ohio is only a Toledo area thing, is the being totally afraid of rain, like little showers. Like I was driving one day and it started showering, like just a little bit above, a drizzle, and like everybody's like, boom, we're gonna do 15. And you're like, it's not like we can't see, and it's not like, there's a lot of traffic, and, it's just a shower. I understand if, like, we can't see, or, and I understand the oil thing, too, because I know when it rains, it makes the oil slick for the first 30 minutes, and then it scoots off the road, and then you're good. But it's like a shh, and everybody's like, nope, we're going to do 25 on the freeway, I don't care. And you're like, why? Why? You can drive in this. Like, I understand you guys being scared of snow because you're down south and you're not used to driving in the snow all the time. And so, it's snowy or it's icy. You're like, no, we're going to do 25 on the freeway no matter what. Like, that I understand. You're not used to it. But it's like, it's rain. Does it not rain in your state? It rains everywhere, Ohio. You need to get this together. And like I said, I've heard from people who live in other parts of Ohio, Cleveland, Kent, other areas. They're like, no, this is just Toledo. We have no idea why. But people in Toledo are scared of the rain, which is really annoying because you're just like, I just want to go. I just want to get out of Ohio. I just want to get around you and go back to Michigan. I can just set it on 80 and then move the hell over when someone starts tailgating me. Although I admit, Ohio, I do appreciate that none of you people really tailgate, which is nice. Trust me, there's some people that are like up your butt like a bad thong. You're just like, just go. Just either pass me. And trust me, I'm getting ahead of everything and then letting you go. And people don't get that. You're just like, no, we're doing 80, and then I'll get in front of the truck, and then you can just do your 95 around me. Okay, it'll be fine. But they have no patience, and I understand that. Some nations just don't have any patience for anyone, or you have to be, somewhere. So I wish Michigan would just rewrite the laws sometime so that we could be like the Autobahn and just be like, let's just boost it to 90 and call it a day. People on 96 drive 90 anyway, and, everybody gets hurt, but let's just admit it. We all do 80 at least. Some of us don't, but just boost it up, call it an afternoon. But Michigan's crazy anyway. I'll admit to that. We are horrible tailgaters. We're impolite. We do not use turn signals. We're not good to mind read. So we could learn some things from our southern neighbors. And on behalf of Ohio, I say you guys could learn to speed the hell up most of the time and get the heck out of the way, lead your seed, which you usually do, but some of you are just like, whatever, I'm going to do 60. I see you doing 80 and coming up on my ass real fast. Let me get out in front of you and do 60. This is not appreciated. You're not the traffic police. Ohio Highway Patrol can pull me over just as well as you can get in front of me, do 60, and get rear-ended. So, don't do that, Ohio. That's your Michigan. Be more polite. Use your turn signals. Let me know what the heck you're trying to do. That's all I ask. Really, I'm an uncomplicated woman. I will usually let you in front of me if I'm like, oh, hey, he's going to come out in front of me. But if you're just like, oh, hey, I'm going to cut you off at the last second because I'm not going to, let you in front of me. I'm just going to be like, whatever. I drive a 1999. You can hit me. I don't care. I can get another car. You can move your Lexus. Whatever. Please just go around me. All right. Just wanted to hit that.